My favorite course that I've ever gotten to play is Oakmont Country Club in Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh. It's where the US Open is. And in 2016, when Fox had the US Open, I was doing some of the digital production for them. And I got to go play Oakmont just weeks before the US Open. And it was like wrestling a grizzly bear. And I loved it. It was the most difficult course I've ever played, and I loved every moment of it because it was straightforward. It was right in front of you, and I thought it was absolutely fabulous. So Oakmont was my top course that I've ever played. Number 2, National Golf Links of America. Way up there on Long Island, National Golf Links of America is incredible. I won't bore you with the story, but let's just say I had a chance to break 70 for the first time in my life on that day, on that round, and I may have gotten misclubbed by a caddy on 18. Might be that guy to blame the caddy. You know what? He misclubbed me. It was devastating, and I loved it, every moment of it. And you might be thinking to yourself, like, shut up. And I'm like, okay, I understand that. Number 3, Pebble Beach. Again, played this right before the U.S. Open when we had the U.S. Open product in 2019. I thought Pebble Beach was insanely incredible. That stretch from 3 through 11 is the best stretch of golf on the planet. It was an absolute treat and got to play with, it was an interesting group. I was playing with Shane Bacon and The Miz from WWE and Chris Harrison. And then we had a 5th, and it was, I can't remember her last name, Kira Dixon. And she had won like Miss America. So we were playing with Miss America, The Miz, and Chris Harrison. Awesome. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So that was Pebble Beach. The week of the U.S. Open in 2019, I got to tag along and play my number 4 course, which is Cypress Point. That was insane. That's some of the best golf on the face of the planet, and everyone knows that. And if you ever get a chance to play that, that's like obviously a bucket list. And then here's the number 5 one, and this is a bit controversial, okay? You have to keep in mind, my favorite spot on the planet to go play golf is Bandon Dunes in Oregon. If you have not gone up there, oh my goodness, you've got to go up there. And my favorite course of the Bandon properties is the Core Crenshaw designed Bandon Trails that goes back away from the ocean through the trees. It's incredible. That's heaven. That's heaven. In fact, sometimes, like, if I want to close my eyes and think of heaven, I think of like 8 through 12 at Bandon Trails. And if you've played it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a clear omission here, and it's just because I haven't played it. So, just throwing it out. There's might be one down in Georgia that I would love to play at some point.